Space, the final frontier, a vast uncharted expanse that has always beckoned humanity to explore its mysteries. For centuries we have gazed up at the night sky, dreaming of what lies beyond our world. The stars, planets and galaxies have inspired countless stories, scientific endeavors and a relentless pursuit of knowledge. But today our journey into the cosmos takes on a new and unexpected twist. But today it wasn't about boldly going where no man had gone before. It wasn't about discovering new planets or encountering alien civilizations. No, today was about something much more familiar yet equally thrilling. It was about the beautiful game of football reimagined in a setting that defies imagination. Picture this, a football match not on the green fields of Earth but in the boundless arena of space. It was about kicking a ball, scoring goals and doing it all millions of miles from Earth. Imagine the exhilaration of playing in zero gravity where every move is a dance through the stars. The ball floats effortlessly and players must adapt to a new kind of physics. The rules of the game remain the same, but the experience is unlike anything ever seen before. This is football taken to the next level, where the pitch is the cosmos itself. Our team, the London Lions, were about to make history. We had trained for months preparing for this extraordinary event. Our uniforms, a striking blue and white, symbolized our pride and determination. We were not just representing our city, but the entire planet. The anticipation was palpable as we gathered for one final pep talk, knowing that we were on the brink of something monumental, the first ever football match in space, a groundbreaking event that would be remembered for generations. The world watched with bated breath as we prepared to embark on this unprecedented journey. Cameras from every corner of the globe were trained on us, capturing every moment. This was more than just a game. It was a symbol of human ingenuity and the spirit of exploration. The atmosphere crackled with excitement as we boarded the ship. The sleek, futuristic design of the spacecraft was a marvel of engineering. Every detail had been meticulously planned to ensure our safety and comfort. As we strapped ourselves in, the reality of what we were about to do began to sink in. We were pioneers venturing into the unknown to play the game we loved. The engines roared, pinning us to our seats. The sheer power of the launch was both terrifying and exhilarating. We felt the force of acceleration as the spacecraft lifted off, leaving the familiar confines of Earth behind. The journey to our destination was underway, and there was no turning back. We were propelled into the vastness of space, our hearts pounding with a mix of fear and excitement. The Earth shrunk below, a swirling blue marble against the vast blackness. We were off. The view from the window was breathtaking, a reminder of the beauty and fragility of our home planet. As we soared higher, the stars became clearer, and the sense of adventure grew stronger. We were on a mission to redefine what was possible, to push the boundaries of sport and human achievement. To a space station orbiting Jupiter. Our destination was a marvel of modern technology, a floating city in the sky. The station was equipped with everything we needed for the match, from a specially designed pitch to state-of-the-art facilities. As we approached, the massive gas giant loomed large, its swirling clouds a testament to the wonders of the universe. This was the stage for our historic game, a place where dreams and reality would collide, to a game like no other. The anticipation was electric as we prepared to step onto the pitch. The rules were the same, but the environment was entirely new. We had trained for this moment, but nothing could fully prepare us for the experience of playing in space. The match would test our skills, our teamwork, and our ability to adapt to the unknown. It was a challenge we were ready to embrace, a chance to make history and inspire future generations, and, little did I know, to meet someone who turned my world upside down. Amidst the excitement and the spectacle of the game, a personal story was unfolding. In the vastness of space, I encountered someone who would change my life forever. It was a meeting that transcended the boundaries of sport and space, a connection that reminded me of the human element at the heart of our journey. This was more than just a match. It was a moment of profound significance, both for the world and for me personally. Now, I'm John Smith from the streets of London. I'd spent my life chasing a ball, dreaming of scoring the winning goal at Wembley. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine I'd be doing it in space, but here I was, striker for the London Lions, known for my speed, my left foot, and maybe, just maybe, my charm. I was ready to give this space thing my best shot, ready for the challenge, the unknown. What I wasn't ready for was her. The space station was massive, a gleaming metal city floating in the void. We were given a tour, shown the pitch, the gravity generators, the works. That's where I saw her. Across the crowded atrium, a vision in shimmering silver. Her name was Luna, an alien, from a planet orbiting a distant star. Her skin shimmered like moonlight. Her eyes were pools of liquid night. Our eyes met, and in that instant something sparked. A connection instant and undeniable. This wasn't in the brochure. Turns out communicating with Luna wasn't easy. Her language sounded like music, beautiful but impossible to decipher. We relied on translators and a lot of hand gestures, but somehow we understood each other. Her laughter was like starlight. Her touch sent shivers down my spine. We spent hours together, sharing stories, cultures, dreams. She told me about her planet, its 3 suns and purple skies. I told her about Earth, about rain, about the feeling of grass beneath your feet, about football. Section 5, the beautiful game. In 0G, match day arrived. The atmosphere was electric. Fans from all corners of the galaxy had gathered, their excitement palpable. The stadium, a marvel of futuristic engineering, was filled to the brim with spectators, each one eager to witness history in the making. The energy was contagious, and you could feel the anticipation in the air. Earth was watching. The pitch was a marvel, a transparent dome with Earth hanging in the distance. The sight was breathtaking, a constant reminder of how far we had come. The dome not only provided a stunning view but also maintained the perfect conditions for a zero-gravity match. It was a blend of beauty and functionality, a true testament to human ingenuity. But all I could see was Luna, her silver skin glowing in the artificial light. She was a vision, her presence both calming and inspiring. Luna had always been my anchor, my source of strength. As I looked at her, I felt a surge of determination. I knew I had to give it my all, not just for the team, but for her. The whistle blew and we were off. The sound echoed through the stadium, signaling the start of the most important match of our lives. The initial moments were a blur, a whirlwind of movement and strategy. Each player knew their role, and we moved as one cohesive unit, our training and preparation coming to the fore. The zero-gravity game was a whole new ball game. Every move, every pass, every shot had to be recalibrated. The lack of gravity added a layer of complexity that was both challenging and exhilarating. It was a test of skill, agility, and quick thinking. We had to adapt, to innovate, to find new ways to outmaneuver our opponents. We soared through the air, passes zipping across the pitch. It was beautiful, exhilarating. The ball moved with a grace that was almost poetic, and every successful pass felt like a small victory. The crowd's cheers spurred us on, their energy fueling our every move. It was a dance, a symphony of athleticism and strategy, but it was tough too. The zero-gravity environment was unforgiving, and every mistake was magnified. We had to stay focused, to keep our wits about us. The physical and mental demands were immense, and there were moments when it felt like we were fighting an uphill battle, but we pushed through, driven by our desire to win. The other team, they were good. They had trained just as hard, and their skills were impressive. Their movements were fluid, their strategy well executed. It was clear that they were a formidable opponent, and we had to bring our A-game to stand a chance. Every play was a test, every moment a challenge. Fast, agile, and with some fancy zero-G footwork. They moved with a precision that was almost mechanical, their coordination impeccable. It was like watching a well-oiled machine in action, and we had to be at our best to keep up. Their footwork was dazzling, their passes crisp and accurate. It was a masterclass in zero-gravity football. I was determined to make Luna proud. Her presence was a constant reminder of why I was here, of what I was fighting for. Every move, every decision was made with her in mind. I wanted to show her that all the sacrifices, all the hard work had been worth it. I wanted to make her proud, to prove that I was worthy of her support and love. Section 6. Bridging the galactic divide. The game was intense, end-to-end stuff, but we were losing. 2 goals down, time running out. I looked up at Luna, saw the worry in her eyes. It was then I knew this wasn't just about football, it was about something more. It was about bridging the gap between 2 worlds, about showing her that no matter where you're from, what language you speak, the beautiful game can bring people together. I got the ball, weaved past two defenders, and let loose a rocket of a shot. Goal! The crowd went wild, earth erupted. Section 7. Love conquers all, even gravity. We drew level in the dying seconds. The final whistle blew. It was a draw, but it felt like a victory. I found Luna in the crowd, her eyes shining brighter than the stars themselves. We didn't need words. In that moment, everything was said. We were from different worlds, different species even. But love, real love, it has a way of finding a way. Section 8. A championship beyond the stars. The journey back to Earth was bittersweet. We'd played a game in space, seen things no one had ever seen before. But I was leaving a part of my heart behind. Luna and I, we promised to stay in touch, to find a way to make it work, because some things, they're bigger than distance, bigger than galaxies. Love is one of them. Football, well, that's a close second. Section 9. A future written in the stars. Back on Earth, things were different. The hustle and bustle of daily life continued as if nothing had changed. People went about their routines, unaware of the cosmic love story unfolding above them. The city streets were filled with the sounds of car horns, chatter, and the occasional street performer trying to make a living. It was a stark contrast to the serene and infinite expanse of space where my heart truly resided. I wasn't just John Smith, the footballer. To the world, I was a celebrated athlete, a hero on the field, someone who had achieved what many only dream of. But beneath the surface, I was much more. I was a man torn between two worlds, two identities. On one hand, I was the football star, adored by fans, living a life of fame and fortune. On the other, I was a lover, deeply connected to someone from beyond the stars. I was the lad who fell in love with an alien. It sounds like something out of a science fiction novel, but it was my reality. Her name was Lyra, and she was from a distant planet called Luna. Our paths crossed in the most unexpected way, and from that moment on, my life was never the same. Every glance at her photo, every memory of our time together filled me with a longing that words could never fully capture. Life was hectic, press conferences, interviews, the lot. The demands of being a professional athlete were relentless. There were days when I felt like I was being pulled in a million different directions, each one demanding a piece of me. The media wanted stories, the fans wanted autographs, and the team wanted victories. It was a whirlwind, and in the midst of it all I had to keep my secret love hidden from the world. But every night I looked up at the stars, at a star, and I knew our story wasn't over. It was just beginning. The night sky became my sanctuary, a place where I could feel close to her despite the vast distance that separated us. I would spend hours gazing at the constellations, imagining her looking back at me from her world. It was a connection that transcended space and time, a bond that nothing could break. And who knows, maybe one day we'd play that rematch. Earth versus Luna's team. It was a dream that kept me going. The thought of seeing her again, of sharing the field with her, the idea of a match between our worlds was more than just a game. It was a symbol of unity, of love conquering all barriers. It was a hope that one day our two worlds could come together, not just in sport, but in understanding and peace. But this time I wouldn't just be playing for the love of the game. The stakes were higher, the emotions deeper. Every kick, every pass, every goal would be for her. It was a love that fueled my passion, that gave me strength when I felt weak. It was a love that transcended the ordinary, that made me believe in the impossible. I'd be playing for the love of my life. Lyra was more than just a distant lover. She was my inspiration, my muse. Every time I stepped onto the field, I carried her with me. Her spirit, her love, her strength, they were all a part of me. And I knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, I would face them with her by my side, even if only in spirit. And that was a game I was determined to win. It wasn't just about victory on the field. It was about proving that love knows no bounds. It was about showing the world that even the greatest distances can be bridged by the power of the heart. And as I trained, as I prepared for the challenges ahead, I knew that with Lyra in my heart, there was nothing I couldn't achieve. Our future was written in the stars, and I was ready to embrace it.